The email was still open on her screen when I walked in. She didn't even flinch. She just smiled and said, "Close the door, Maya." That's when I knew I wasn't getting the promotion. I'd known it in my stomach for weeks, but seeing my project plan, my exact words, my exact numbers, attached to Dylan's name in that email chain, made my hands go cold. Dylan, her nephew, 23 years old, 6 months on the job. I had been there for 4 years. 4 years of 70-hour weeks, of skipped vacations, of covering her mistakes in board meetings while she took the credit like it was oxygen. I sat down. She told me the company was going in a different direction, that Dylan brought fresh energy, that she hoped I understood. I nodded. I smiled. I said, "Of course." And then I went to the bathroom and stood over the sink for 2 full minutes deciding what kind of person I was going to be. I decided to be the kind who makes copies. I had IT access to the shared drive. She'd never revoked it after I led the systems migration. That was her first mistake. Her second mistake was using her work email to coordinate everything. There were 11 months of messages. Dylan had not written a single word of that proposal. Not one word. She had taken my quarterly reports, stripped my name from the headers, reformatted the fonts, and handed them to him to present. There was even a message where she wrote, and I am quoting directly, "Just read it confident and don't let Maya ask questions during the Q&A." I forwarded everything to myself. Then I forwarded it to HR. Then, and I want to be honest about this because people always ask, I forwarded it to her boss, the regional VP, who had been CC'd on my original proposal 14 months earlier. His name was still in the thread. He could see the timestamps. He could see everything. I went back to my desk and I finished my Tuesday like nothing happened. I answered emails. I sat in a stand-up. I ate my lunch. At 3:47 in the afternoon, I watched 2 people from HR walk past my desk toward her office. At 4:15, Dylan was escorted out of the building carrying a box that looked almost empty because he had never actually owned anything in it. She walked past me at 4:30 without looking up. She had her coat over her arm. That was the last time I saw her. HR called me into a conference room the next morning. They told me the promotion was being reconsidered. They used words like oversight and miscommunication. I used the word lawyer once, very quietly, and the tone of the entire meeting changed. I got the role. I got the back pay. I got a formal written apology that I have framed above my desk, not because I'm bitter, but because some days you need a reminder that doing the right thing at the wrong time is still doing the right thing. But here's what keeps me up at night. When I first saw that email on her screen, she had left it open on purpose. I think she wanted me to see it. I think she wanted me to quit so she would never have to explain anything. So my question for you is this. Would you have walked away, or would you have done exactly what I did?